Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Therapy with Miss T, where I'm Miss T and I'm here to give you guys a message. Okay, so as always, how are you all doing? I hope everyone is blessed, safe, and well. This is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut, but I always let you know I am not a therapist. Okay, if you need help, feel free to reach out to someone and get the help that it is that you need. If you would like to book a personal intuitive therapy session with me, feel free to email me at allthingsspiritual444@gmail.com. But other than that, guys, how are you all doing? It is Monday, January 29th. 2024, right? 2024. And it's so crazy because as I say that year, as I say that number, as I say that date, right? 2024, I just feel like sometimes it's so crazy because we're gonna keep it real today, right? On Therapy with Miss T, we're gonna really put it out there. And it's so crazy because saying that and knowing what year it is and knowing what year we're in, sometimes it doesn't always feel like it's 2024, right? Because for me, this year is supposed to be the year, or for a lot of people, of blessings and prosperity and financial abundance and rewards and everything that you put into something, seeing the return on your investment, right? And it's supposed to be that year, the year of returns on investments. And some of you guys have invested into some things, right? And at some point, sometimes you get tired. This is me speaking, okay? Miss T. You get tired of investing and putting so much into something when you feel like you're getting so little, okay? For some of you guys around this time, there's something about getting so little. You're putting out so much, but you're only getting back so little. And for some of you guys around this time, I was drawn to, thank you, Spirit, bringing me back. I was being drawn to literally a line, okay? I was seeing a line drawn in the sand. And then I was shown a vision of a parachute, all right? So maybe someone is thinking about skydiving or not, but I was being drawn to a parachute. And 222 on the phone breaks down to a 6. There could be something about balance. There could be something about your past. There could be something about someone from your past. But I was being drawn to the line. And I was hearing a line drawn in the sand, right? So drawing this line, putting this line, making something known, this is it. Taking a chance with the parachute, jumping out of the plane. Because when you go skydiving, right? You are taking a chance. You don't know if your parachute is going to work or not. You don't know if you're going to make it. You just know you're taking a chance and you're taking a dive and you're just going for something, right? And for some of you guys around this time, the way the Most High God was giving it to me is that it's time to draw the line in the sand. It's time to take a chance. You don't know if your parachute is going to open or not, but you have to keep the faith to know that the Most High God is going to cover you and get you to safe landing. For some of you guys around this time, there is something about your landing and there is something about getting safely there. And yes, I know sometimes it feels like you're putting more in than you're getting out, because that is that's life sometimes, right? Sometimes some of us really do put in a lot more than we ever get out of anything, whether this be a job, whether this be a relationship, whether this be a situation with you and your children, you know, you and your kids, you and your spouse, you and your coworkers, you and your friends, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Maybe sometimes you feel like you put more in than you actually get out, right? What are your returns? What are you receiving? What are you getting from it? What are you getting out of it? What is it doing for you? Is it draining you? Is it taking more from you? Is it not replenishing you? Is it not making you feel whole? Whatever this is about, this is that season where it's like, wow, aren't we in 2024? Like, where is it at, God? Like, where is it at? Like, you've been pushing. You've been fighting, you've been going diligently. You haven't given up. You still keep pushing despite all the obstacles, everything that's going on. And at some point you do get weary. There's nothing wrong. 444 on the phone. 4812 breaks down to a 3. There's something about coming in. Something's coming in. Something's moving towards you. But maybe you don't see it. because you've been going for so long. You've been pushing for so long. You've been diligently going. You haven't given up. You keep going. You keep going. You keep going. Like, this is it. This is the day. This is the moment. This is the time. But where is it? Where is it at? Is it ever coming? Are you ever going to receive the accolades, the return of investment, the respect, the love, the gratitude, the reciprocity? Are you ever going to truly receive it? Are you ever going to know what that is? Are you ever going to know what that's like? A lot of people have questions in this season. A lot of people have things that they are questioning. There's nothing wrong with having questions. There's nothing wrong with speaking to the Most High God about your questions. The Most High wants you to speak to Him about your questions, because He's the only one that can answer them in this season. And this is the season where the line is being drawn in the sand, and you are going to have to make a choice as to whether you are going to take that jump or not, and believe that your parachute will open, because the Most High God is your parachute. And no matter what it seems like or it feels like, you are never doing it for nothing if you're doing it for God. Even though the road seems rough, even though you get tired, even though you get frustrated, even though you be in your feelings sometimes, the Most High God will not forget you. It could be years before you receive that blessing, but the Most High God will give it to you. Some of us get our blessings earlier in life. Some of it is a test. Can you see someone else blessed? Can you be happy for your brother or sister in Christ? Can you be happy to see someone else blessed? Sometimes it's a test. Sometimes that's why you get your blessings later in life. Some people get them early in life. Some people blow through their blessings. But some people receive their blessings later in life. And that's because the Most High God knows when it's time for your blessing. When you will do right with your blessing. When you will do right by your blessing. When you won't get the blessing and throw it right out the window. When you receive these blessings that you had to diligently wait for, you will be able to hold on to these blessings. You will know what it is to not want to let this blessing go. You will be able to respect it. You will be able to appreciate it. You will be able to make it work more, because you had to wait, because the Most High God is going to bless you right when it's time. See, there are no months and no days to God. He's timeless. He doesn't go off of time like us. So what seems like forever to you is really right on time to the Most High. And in this season and at this time, yes, it's okay to have questions. You can ask the Most High God. He will speak to you. He will if you listen. Sometimes people get frustrated. They get tired. They get tired of waiting. They've waited so long. They put so much in. They don't know which way it's going to go from here. You just know that you're tired. You just know that you've invested. You just know that you put in the blood, sweat, and tears. That's all you know. And sometimes what seems like forever, because you don't know the day your blessing is coming, that gets tiring as well. But if you wait for the blessing, it shows you that it's worth it in the end. Look at Joseph. His blessing was worth it. He got to become the overseer of the food and grain during a famine to the very same brothers that tried to have him killed, that did not care what happened to him. If you keep waiting, you will be like Job, fully restored. After all your trials and tribulations and storms that you went through, you will be restored. You will be lifted. You will be made a king. You will be risen. Even if your father doesn't believe it's you, ask David. For some of you guys around this time, This is that season where you have to draw the line and you have to take the chance now and use your parachute, thus saith the Lord. You have to know that the Most High God is going to cover you. And no matter how long it takes to receive your blessing, when you get this blessing, it will come on time, it will come when needed, and it will come when you can respect it and hold on to it and not throw it away. See, the Most High God can't give you this blessing if you're going to just go out here and do whatever with this blessing. What have you learned? Have you evolved? Have you changed? Have you tried? There are some things that are going to come along with this blessing. And yes, sometimes you have to wait a long time for this blessing. And it's given me the story of, I want to say it was Sarah, but I'm not for sure. Let me check, because I don't want to tell you something and I'm not for sure. But there was a story in the Bible of there was a story in the Bible, Sarah. I wanted to say Sarah, okay? And there was a story about women that were barren. They couldn't have children. They hadn't had a child, right? And she had to wait a long time before she was able to conceive, right? She had to wait until she was, I want to say in her late, if I'm not mistaken, 60s. I want to say she was in her 90s, even older. She was in her 90s. So I'm being drawn to that story of Sarah. And she was old. She was very, she had lived a long time. And she was waiting on a child, right? She had been promised something from God. She knew that her faith had gone weary at some point. She got to the point where she even told her husband to have a child with someone else. She had grown weary. She had gotten tired. She had waited a long time. And she waited a long time for her blessing. And eventually her blessing came. Did she expect it to come at the age that it came in her life? No, but the Most High God knew when to give her her blessing. And for some of you guys around this time, it's been a long time. You've been waiting for your blessing. I know, trust me. I've been on YouTube almost, I think, over 4 years now. And sometimes I'm in the same situation. I can't wait to see my blessings, because some of you guys have no idea how hard it really is to put yourself out into the world day in, day out, constantly putting your energy out, putting yourself open to attacks, putting yourself open to hate, putting yourself open to jealousy, putting yourself open to spiritual attacks and magic and things being done to you, your finances, your life, curses being placed on you. Like, there's some people that really just don't know some of the battles that you are battling, some of the things that you are going through. And sometimes it takes a long time to finally receive that blessing. It doesn't mean you're not doing the right thing. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you because you have questions. It doesn't mean you can't grow weary and lose faith and be tired. Yes, you're human. God knows you're going to get tired, but He also knows when to bless you. So this is that season where you are drawing the line in the sand. You are going to have to make a jump. Are you going to trust that the Most High God is your parachute? Are you going to trust that the Most High has your back, is going to put you on solid ground, despite however difficult the ride may be, however hard it may seem? The Most High God is always with you. Trust me, I get tired too, y'all. I get tired. Miss T be tired. Sometimes you have no idea what people will show you despite what they're actually going through behind closed doors. No one knows your trials and tribulations like God. No one knows your battles like the Most High. Why? Because no one is with you 24/7 but God. He is always with you. So for some of you guys around this time, it's time to draw the line. And it's time to take that chance and jump and trust in God as being your parachute. And for some of you guys, yes, it can take a long time to receive your blessing. It may seem like everyone else around you is being blessed. Everyone else around you has got it going on. Everyone else around you got this, that, and the third. But trust and believe, if they are not ready for the blessing will not be in their life for long. See, when you receive the blessing, you will be ready. Why? Because you waited. Why? Because you let the Most High God give it to you right on time. See, others rushed for their blessings. Their blessings won't remain as long as yours. When they run out of blessings, you will be the only one that has them. So for some of you guys around this time, hold on, because your blessing is coming. Do not get tied up in what it looks like for others. Do not let the enemy make you lose your focus. Do not let the enemy try to show you everything else that glitters in gold. It's not all glitter and gold. Do not let the enemy get you distracted from the mission. Do not let the enemy pull you off of your course. Because when you get up there, all you want to hear is, "Well done, my faithful servant." My faithful servant. Were you faithful no matter what? That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. Do not let the enemy deter you in this season. It is not going to be easy when you are fighting for God. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. Why? Because people are going to talk about you. People are going to say things about you. And although we say, "Oh, it doesn't bother me," or "I don't care," you still have feelings. You still have emotions. You still know. You still sense it. You still know people didn't support you. You still know people didn't have your back. You still know people talked about you. People laughed at you. People called you crazy. People didn't stand. Who stood up for you? Who really stood up for you? Who supports you? Who shares your message? Who's really there for you? Who's giving you financial stability and abundance? Who's checking in to make sure you're okay? Who cares if you sink or drown or swim or float? Who? There's some people that still aren't standing behind you. There's some people that still aren't supporting you. And they know God speaks to you. Forgive them. What he said, for they know not what they do. And the ones that do know and still do it, can you imagine what is coming to them? Can you imagine what is coming for them? I can't even imagine. Because he says, "Vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord." So he's telling you, he has a wrath. He has a side of vengeance. Do you know what it means to avenge someone? That is what the Most High God is doing for you. And there are some people that didn't have your back. They didn't support you. And they still don't. And they know who you are. And they still want to wish that it does not work out for you. It's envy. It's jealousy. It's being spiteful. It's upset because everything you wanted to think of someone wasn't true. Everything you wanted to pinpoint someone to be wasn't it. Because it's not your child. Because it's not your family. Because it's not your friend. Because it's not you. It's some jealous spirits out here. It's some real wicked people out here. It's some people wishing you will fall in the hole and never come back out here. Do not get it twisted in this season. God is your parachute. You have to trust that. This is that season. That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. The Most High God showed me a line in the sand. A line is being drawn. And whoever makes it to whatever side you're on is who makes it. And whoever doesn't is just who doesn't make it at this time. See, there are some people that had the chance to make it. There are some people that could have really repented and gave themselves to God. And in order to fully give yourself, sometimes that comes with apologies, forgiveness. I'm sorry. The line is being drawn. They are on their side. They chose it. And now the table has been prepared. Do not grow weary in this season. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what people say they got and don't got. That is nothing but a trick of the enemy. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Do not let him take you off of your mission. And no matter how long it takes, like Sarah, if the blessing is meant for you, the blessing will come. And it'll come when you can appreciate the blessing, not when you rushed it. While you are going to have your blessings, others are going to be out of theirs. That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So in this season, stay prayed up. In this season, you need to be talking to the Most High. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things will be added unto you as soon as you wake up. As soon as you wake up, seek ye first. And people might not think you seeking him, but you seeking him. In your mind, you're seeking him. Quietly, you're seeking him. In the shower, you're seeking him. When people aren't looking, you're seeking him. When people can't believe it, you're praying to him in your mind. You better seek him first, because that's the only person that's going to be able to save you. God is your parachute. The line is being drawn. They've chose their side. That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So, as always, guys, this message is not to offend anyone. It is to help whoever it has helped. If I've helped one, I've helped some. So I hope that I have helped someone. But I am not coming at you directly. If this affects any of your demons inside of you, if it makes you feel cringe or feel any type of way, that is not of God. You do not have to watch my channel. You do not have to watch me. I am here to help those that I can help. I am not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And at some point in life, yes, you get tired, especially when you have given so much of yourself and you have received so little. That is the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So it is peace be upon you, within you, and all around you. I send you peace and I send you love. This is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. And I always let you guys know to go out and get help if you need it. There's nothing wrong with speaking with someone. There's nothing wrong with getting help. And there's nothing wrong with getting therapy, okay? There's nothing wrong with getting off of your chest what you are feeling. And yeah, guys, especially these days, there's nothing wrong with that. So let's get this year started. Let's get this thing rolling. Let's get it going, because 2024 is going to be what you want to make of it. All right? There's no more excuses. There's no more this. There's no more that. It's do you want it? Do you really, really want it? How bad do you want it? Are you going to go for it? Are you going to get it? Are you going to take what's yours? Are you going to go out there and get your blessings? That song, Mary, Mary, go get it. Go get your blessings. You have to get up and go get them now. And how bad do you really want them? Because they're yours. They're just waiting on you to want them like they already want you. That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So if anyone would like to book a personal one-on-one intuitive therapy session, it is allthingspiritual444@gmail.com. If anyone would like to sign up for Patreon, the link is below. I'm going to start getting back on my Patreon videos. I know it's been a little while, guys. I'm sorry. I think like 7 days or something. I don't know. But nonetheless, if you would like to join Patreon, the link is below. If you live in the Atlanta area and you would like to book office, home, apartment, loft, trailer cleaning unit, if you know of any realtors, if you know of any move in, move outs, things that need deep cleans, such and such, all that type of stuff, feel free to email me at officerletsgetitclean@gmail.com, where I can schedule to do a walkthrough, give you a quote, and we can move from there. So yeah, guys, other than that, just stay prayed up, stay focused, keep going. the enemy is always at his, doing what he does best. But nonetheless, I'm being drawn to the rainbow. Oh, it's so pretty. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the promise still stands. The rainbow represents the promise. The promise is the promise, right? And the Most High God does not go against his promise. So the promise still stands. That's the message. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. So until next time, guys, and as always, namaste.